it being a little bit harder than the main game. It makes me also think about like what kind of machines would be in the next game. Like, what can they think of? Advert for cats protection. Was it sad?
Outlander on the mountain.
Oh, Banuk.
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
Banuk. They said there is pain on their little faces and they just need love. We're not getting a cat.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
You feel manipulated. And all TV adverts like that?
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
Yeah.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
Bonfire. Investigate the source of the smoke. Okay.
A bad omen for the ritual.
Must be something big going on. Most
Quick
of the
save
village is
here.
moving towards that smoke.
You suffered a great loss.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities.
Purveyor of
Most of
necessities.
the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
We're gonna smoke them.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Is it a volcano? If that's a volcano, they're screwed. Uh-oh. The machines took him. How is that a nice send-off? That wasn't their bodies? Oh, okay.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with
Inside
their
of his mouth is
spears
blue.
striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin?
Hell yeah.
Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
I like these guys.
Had friends use the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools.
Fools.
A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and demons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Wow, that's a lot of dialogue. The Banuk.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship
They
to
feel a
endure,
bit like
a
Klingons.
challenge to
A little bit.
survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah, a land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You'd think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them, but a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum, and they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know.
Daemon means something else to me.
Not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Silence.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave.
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other.
It's a fair point.
Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
Is it me or the facial animation's a little bit better now?
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a
At least
dead
for this
fish.
guy.
But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then he goes and leads them
he's
off to their
overacting a
death
little
at the
bit.
claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
His eyes do look better, though.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Yeah, not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Warwicks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
It's just Hunter's Lodge, but for the Banuk.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Aurea. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves.
Now you mentioned the over animation of his
Enough.
hands.
We could really put this place on the
Kind
map.
of can't
Or
see
at
anything
least
else.
on a
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Clones?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
Oh, spoilers, by the way, for anybody who is watching who hasn't seen the end. We're a clone.
I want to know more about this Damon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rasps.
Icerasps.
I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm
New
definitely
machines.
interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak could tell me more about Aurea or Thunder's Drum. Maybe
I
that's
Aratak.
what
do
she-
not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
Yeah.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Aurea knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
He looks like he's scraping a flat-bladed piece of metal against wood. I don't know what he's trying to achieve.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes, the village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Karja seek war again.
Did your Werak come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the Daemon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the
I like
Karja
his,
when others
spiky
retreated
arms.
into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remain with me, those who survived.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
Right. Okay. I guess we head to this quest? What's that? Like a challenge or something?
Deep Den.
There's only one DLC, I
You
believe.
seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood.
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Lelai, the drummer of Deep Den. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. a wondrous edifice the old ones used
Fetch
to
the
carry
musical
music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja.
Okay.
I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange.
Be a cauldron
Where
or
is this
something.
place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
What is this guy? Oh, new equipment? Banuk Champion Bow. Oh. New outfits as well. Frost. More fire. We've got a fire one. And a Master Silent. Okay. We need Blue Gleam, apparently. Yeah. Blue Gleam. There's another quest here.
No more music.
Okay.
Oops.
I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines. I've got to find Maria. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
I have gone the wrong way.
Outlander, wait a moment. That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old
We can
ones.
alter
Far
spears.
north of here, there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Definitely doing that quest.
That'll make quite the verse in my song.
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
Keep them together this time.
Then we wait.
Wait, let's just have a look. Okay. We find Naltuk, I guess.
But I
We should do that long leg though, the tall neck. Oof.
Save this for later.
I only really need fatty meat for potions now.
I don't like Elena's head at the Hunter's Lodge, but at least she's noble Karja.
Karja
among
Outlanders.
those Savages.
What's Karja doing here?
Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far. A Tallneck? What did it take to knock one of those over? They're built to last. Encased in ice. It fell a long time ago. The scavengers have just gotten started.
Kill the scavengers. Okay. I have no idea what that is. But it's going down quick. our weapon have electric damage on it? Oh. I don't think anything's going to be vulnerable to fire here. Really? Ooh. Oh, there's another one. I'm running out of health. Oh dear. That's not good.